Hello and welcome. I'm Ömelmoth. This is my theoretically second ASMR video because I made one about 10 minutes ago and the audio didn't record. My video recorded but the audio didn't, so I made a video about 40 minutes long drawing this picture and talking about dreams. This is actually a dream I drew here, and it's kind of sad that I lost that audio file, but I think I will upload the video of me drawing this here just for fun. Will be boring without the whispering, but whatever. So, for this ASMR video, which will hopefully be a little bit shorter, because I myself am a little bit tired now, this ASMR video will be me drawing again, because I still want to draw. I want my first video, or my second attempt of my first video be about drawing, and I just have to think about if I want to draw one of my dreams again, or if I should just draw something that comes to my mind. Take a swig of tea before I decide. Tea makes everything better. Oh yeah, maybe I should have warned you. This video contains whispering, drawing, and tea drinking. So, if you don't want to to hear something of these three, or just one of them, then maybe this video isn't anything for you. So, well, I'll be drinking a lot of tea. I hope that isn't too loud, and I hope that it's not too quiet. So, I still haven't decided. I will think about a few more dreams that I have. Maybe something will come to my mind then. In the video before this one, I was talking about lucid dreaming, and the dream that I drew before wasn't exactly lucid dreaming, but that was near to it. And I wanted to ask anyone out there who might see this video or might not, if he or she is a participant, or no, wait, is a lucid dreamer. You have to excuse me, I'm not a native speaker. I will have to think about a few words a little bit longer. You can guess what my native language is. Maybe my accent gives it away, maybe not. I'm not sure. In case I would be happy if, first of all, if I get any comments at all. And secondly, if anyone is willing to tell me if he or she does lucid dreaming or is a lucid dreamer. I still can't decide what I should draw. Probably should have thought before. Should have thought of it beforehand. But well, I had an interesting dream just the other day. It was about me trying to get back to an island to, I think I wanted to rescue or maybe marry an Indian girl. Oh, now I remember. The Indian girl, I think in the dream I thought it was Pocahontas. And I was on a pirate ship, or perhaps, no, I was on a crusading ship actually. Of course, America. I was on a crusading ship and we found this island and I saw this Indian girl and I think I talked to her. I wanted to find this island again, but somehow I couldn't throughout the whole dream, and I went through many different stages in the dream. I think I forgot. It was actually my goal to find the island somewhere along the way, but it was quite a fun dream. The only thing is I can't decide what I should draw out of that dream because nothing is really vivid in my mind, or vividly in my mind, or at least nothing seems to be that interesting to draw. One thing I still kind of remember is I was walking through a big building, as I so often do in my dreams. I have a hunger for walking through buildings and running away from somebody, or I am just lost in the building and trying to find my way, at least on the way out, as I finally found out how to exit the building. There was this great big gate, and it was surrounded by grass, and there was a big wood in the distance. Big woods with a lot of trees in the distance. I don't really know why I particularly remember that scene, because it's actually not that relevant to the dream. On the other hand, when is actually anything relevant to the dream, because dreams, or at least dreams that I have, don't usually follow any kind of linear story or anything that makes a lot of sense. So I'm not really sure if anything is that relevant. At least the scenery was relevant enough for my mind to remember. At least on the other side of this gate there were woods, and there was a horse standing outside. It wasn't actually standing that near to the woods, but Well, I'm not God. Can't remember that much. And I can't draw horses. I just remember that I can't draw horses all that well. Always look like strange Stone Age horses, prehistoric horses. Prehistoric ones have really big heads and kind of look like a mixture of horses and dogs. Thin legs, big heads, and the mane was standing upright, like that of a zebra. Yeah, zebra. At least this horse was standing outside, and I really needed a horse because, as you know, I wanted to get back to that island, but I forgot there was somebody sitting on that horse. I think he or she, yeah, it was he. He looked like a knight, but as I asked him if I could borrow his horse, he told me that he was looking for work or something similar. So, I don't know if knights even go to work. I thought the whole night business was their work. Well, at least that guy was late for work, and I really wanted this horse to get to that island, to get to my Indian girl. By the way, I hope my girlfriend never listens to this video. I mean, one can't control what one dreams, but who knows? She might ask a lot of conflict questions about Indian girls. At least this night guy got off his horse and wanted to get something. I guess something that he needed for work. I have no idea. He wanted to get something, and I took the chance by the mane, since horses don't have horns, so I didn't take the chance by the horse. I took it by the mane and got on that horse. He kind of rode away. I never saw that night guy again. Probably wasn't even angry. At least that's the scene that I can remember from that dream. Oh, that's kind of sad. I don't think this picture turned out that well. Or not as well as the other one I drew before. But well, for the other one, I did a sketch before drawing it in ink, so I guess that's a small excuse. What was really interesting while riding the horse was that I kind of rode like in a computer game or video game. Yeah, video game. So I know how it is to sit on a horse. I sat on horses once or twice, and one bobs up and down, and One can see the whole neck of the horse, of course. Oh no. Sir, getting hiccups. Excuse me if I pause while talking. That will be because I'm having the hiccups. At least, it wasn't like sitting on a horse per se. It was like sitting on a horse in a video game. One couldn't see the neck of the horse. I just saw the scenery in front of me, and I kind of noticed the bobbing up and down that happens if a horse is galloping, but it was more like sitting in a car and just seeing the scenery. As I said, like in a video game. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but maybe you can imagine what I mean. Sadly, after that, I'm not really sure what happened. I think somewhere I was back on the pirate ship, but unfortunately we never found the way back to the island. Or I think the captain, which wasn't me, didn't want to go to that island. I think I kind of tried to trick him and tell him that I wanted to go to the island because of some weird reason, I don't know. Maybe I told him there's gold or something like that. But it didn't go very long. Well, yes, I could tell you a little something what I was talking about in the first attempt of my ASMR video. I was talking about lucid dreaming, and apart from asking you guys if you is a lucid dreamer or not, I would like to maybe give you a little task if you want to try, because I'm still in the beginnings of lucid dreaming, and it's nice. Sorry, I sometimes get really caught up in drawing. At least it's a really good practice to think about something you want to do before you fall asleep. Sip of tea before you fall asleep, and then you try to do that's something in your dream. And a really common method of doing so is think before you fall asleep, I want to look at my hand in my dream. And when I look at my hand, I will know that I'm dreaming. Because it's a really important step to know that you are dreaming to accomplish a lucid dream. It's part of the lucid dreaming experience to know that you are dreaming. So, if you are asleep and dreaming, and you somehow come to think, maybe because you thought of it before you fall asleep, maybe because it comes to your mind, at least if you out of some reason think, let's look at my hand, or I want to look at my hand, then try it. Really try to raise your hand and look at it. Because it's amazing, but out of some reason, the mind, the mind notices that you're asleep then and that you're dreaming. You remember that you thought of the task of looking at your hand, and then you know that you dream. And it might seem like a small thing to do, look at your hand while you're dreaming, but I can assure you that it's actually quite a hard thing to do. And to get the idea in the first place is even a harder thing to do. So if you have the time for it, or if you want to do it, maybe try that out. It's really worth it, and you will be rewarded greatly. Having a lucid dream is really, really good experience. Now I can't remember if I explained how lucid dreams work, or what lucid dreams are in this video. I think I didn't. Lucid dreams are actually just dreams which you experience in your full consciousness. They are dreams in which you can do anything you want, and in which you can go anywhere you want. You can build your own world. You can fly, you can swim, you can be an animal, you can be a star, you can be whoever you want to be. But to do all these things, one has to master lucid dreaming, or at least be good at it. And I think I'm still quite far from that. But at least I have had a few opportunities where I found out, or I found myself dreaming whilst I was dreaming. And that alone is a really interesting experience. I hope to come further, but for now, that was a really good thing. So, I'm not too sure how much of the picture you are able to see. So maybe I'll just hold it up for a second. Even so, I don't think it turned out especially nice. I don't like that horse at all. But well, here's the gate, if you couldn't really see it well before. And up here are the woods, and strange looking halls next to it, and there are a few hills in the background. I'm not sure if one's able to make them out. At least I'm way more fond of... Oh, where did it go? Way more fond of this picture. I know it doesn't have a lot of details, and I love drawing details, but this picture is quite empty. But I like the composition way better, and I like how the people turned out, even though their faces are a bit weird looking, but it's nice. So, but for now, that will be all. I wish you people a really good night, and I hope you dream well, and you have a pleasant, relaxing sleep. And if you're not too busy, maybe try out the thing with the hand. Good night. See you next time.